Okay, so for everyone who's here, I want to welcome you all to the Influencio Masterclass flow. We have a very famous person with us today, DJ Subeer, the multi-entrepreneur, DJ star and influencer, real estate guy, 2 kids father, and I heard that you recently got married, right?
Happily married.
Happily married. I would like to say thank you for everyone joining us today. I would like you, Suheer, to introduce yourself to the guests here. Who are you and what are you doing?
Hi guys. I just want to start with sorry for the delay and the technical issues. I heard there's a lot of people trying to come into this link. But as Daniel said, we're recording everything, so people are going to see this video or this live chat later on. I go by the name of Subeer and Suheer. Subeer is my grandmother that gave me that name, and that's the most popular name right now in the Somali community. And Suheer is my legal name, where my mom gave me that. Born in 1981, right here where I'm right now, in Somaliland, Hargeisa, outside a city called Bura. I grew up, and basically my whole life is in Sweden. The second largest city, Gothenburg, to be exactly. Father of 2, just got married. I started my career as a sailor. I want to be a Captain Phillips guy when I was little. But it didn't work that well. So after I went to high school in Charleston, South Carolina, in United States, I came back to Gothenburg and I started my first sales job ever, Electrolux. Big shout outs to Electrolux. And then my hobby has always been music until today. Music is what I love. And then that's where my career started. I built myself a name in the music industry in Sweden. Played in most cities in the world, over 100 countries and 5 continents. The music basically opened both my eyes and a lot of doors for me. I've been in the game for 25 years. And in the end of 2017, I had my 20 years anniversary as a DJ. And then I just decided to build a career outside the music career, since it wasn't that much else to do in the music scene. And then I moved back to Africa, and that's where I am right now. I started a real estate company, Subeer Real Estate, and there where I am right now.
That's a really brief and long description about yourself. I have some questions, actually, a Q&A, and we will be jumping back to the answer you gave us now, but hopefully we can hold it short, question by question here. I would like to ask you the first question. How did your career begin, and what inspired you to pursue your passion? What started everything?
It was a hobby. I started as it was a hobby thing, and I never knew music would take me outside my comfort zone and outside Gothenburg. So it was a hobby, and I always try to, when it comes to my followers and fans around the world, I always tell them that get yourself a hobby and be passionate about it. So the career was like, basically there was a radio station in Sweden called the Voice, back late 90s, where 2 of my teachers from my school in Kortedala and Gothenburg, where they was house DJs or resident DJs, and I try to be like them. So it was just a hobby. I don't know what else to explain it, but music. I love music. I still love music, and then I just took that one to another level, playing all the festivals, nightclubs, big artists internationally and locally. So it was a hobby. That's basically the easiest answer and the correct answer that I can give.
The passion
It was a
was always
hobby.
there for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, passion. If you don't have passion, no matter what it is, if you are a mechanic, if you are a football player, if you are a reporter, whatever you are, Irvin, you gotta have the passion. And passion will take you far in life.
Exactly. For my next question on my list here, I have is how do you become an influencer? And what are the key steps or strategies to establish a strong presence and make an impact in the influence industry?
So how I came in contact with Influencio is through my manager and my childhood friend Daniel, who is in the chat right now. He was the one who introduced me for Influencio. We're gonna go later on. We're gonna come up and talk about Influencio later on. But as an influencer, I think the key point on that one is like just be yourself. People is gonna love you for who you are. Don't pretend to be someone else that you're not. You know what I mean? Just be yourself. You don't get millions of followers for no reason. People is gonna love you first, then they will love what you do or the brand you're representing or the company that you own or co-owners. So to be an influencer, people is gonna love you when you are natural, when you don't pretend someone else, when you're a hardworking guy, when you're dedicated and focused. People is gonna come to you. Company is gonna come to you. You don't have to chase for contracts. You don't have to chase for work, basically. No matter if you're a musician or football player or actor, company is going to chase you. You don't have to chase.
I have a follow-up question for that one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because as you know me from before, I'm a magician myself, and in my industry, it's usually that I try to leave an impact with my name and not the trick. Is it the same as for musicians? Like, I know this guy Subeer, or is it like, you know that guy who played that song? Is it like something you can recommend people here to go after? Good. To make an imprint with the name instead of the art?
You will make sorry, Irvin, go ahead.
No, it's the question for you.
Yeah, you will make an impact the way you are. You know what I mean? So if you just stay on your own lane, you do what you love, and you're patient, you do your thing, you don't focus on other people's what they are up to or what they're doing in their life, and you stay on your own lane. You don't have traffic jams to start with because you stay on your own lane, and that's when you do impacts. And that's even where you get loyal followers. I've been having big numbers on social media my entire life since I started social media. No matter if I was salesman, if I was a musician and DJing, or as an entrepreneur and owning companies right now, my numbers always been the same. I never lost or I never dropped numbers. Matter of fact, truth to be told, my numbers gain more right now than it was before when I was DJing. So you will have impact on people. People will follow. People will do anything to get to know you better, as long as you are the way you are.
Yourself,
who you are. Yeah.
So to the next question, at what point in your journey as an influencer did you begin to monetize your influence? When did it start for you?
It started with my brand, Hoyo, the biggest Somali clothing line right now, streetwear company. That's the first thing we did. And I knew people will love wearing what I wear, even if it's a basic thing as a t-shirt. Because that's as I said earlier, if you are yourself, people's gonna do basically anything for you. You know it probably too, because you're an influencer by yourself. But that was the first major monetizing from my impact on people on social media. And then slowly it became more and more and more. Company started calling me, want to collaborate. Same thing with NGOs, from Islamic Relief to UNCHR to Muslims of the World to SKT from UK, you name it. United Nations, Save the Children. So the more and more, and both business-wise and charity-wise started calling me, and right now I'm in a contract with different companies.
That's awesome. So what are the key platforms or channels that beginner influencers should focus on to kickstart their monetization journey? What do you think is the best foundation for people? What should they go after in the beginning?
Oh, that's a good question, Irvin. I think that one, Daniel and you guys can answer that better than me. But I think all the social media platforms, actually, from Facebook to Instagram to Twitter to TikTok, and for me myself, I think Snapchat is the one that I earn most of the money from the companies right now. But that depend. I have friends of mine that uses Instagram more, and get money from the IG. On that question, I think is get what suits you. Try to find out what suits you best. I can't sit right here and say Facebook is the best one or Twitter is the best one, but my answer to that one is navigate yourself and see which one fits you. Snapchat is the one that fits me most today, because people follow me no matter what I do. If I'm in our office or if I'm on a big stage or home with my family. So Snapchat is the one that suits me best. At the same time, I get money from the other social media channels as well. But once again, answer to that question is navigate yourself and find what suits you best.
Perfect. So the key is to actually build yourself up in one platform that suits you the best, and then try to spread it out if you can in a good way.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Good answer. So how do you balance your personal life with the demands of fame and success? Is it a hard job to be famous? Everybody wants to be famous. So
in a good way, though.
yeah, in a good way. Yeah, everybody tries to succeed in some way.
Exactly. It's, if you can manage your schedule, of course, as a public figure and as a well-known person and well-known face, both in Sweden and in the Somali community, it takes a lot of energy and a lot of time. But what I do to combine those two is like I never stress. I never think about I have thousands messages and thousands DMs on IG. I let it be like that. You know what I mean? I take my time to answer the DMs whenever I want to. If it's a month later, but sometimes you miss deals, you miss opportunities. But so be it, because I want my free time, I just peace of mind. So I don't, for example, I never comment on social media. Almost 90%. I don't read comments. When it comes to DMs, what I do is like I read them and I open those DMs when I have time, and that can be on an airplane. That can be whenever you have time. So that's first thing. And don't stress about the DMs and all the messages that you get. Second thing that I will say is get help. Get social media people to handle your accounts. Right now I have two people that I love dearly that answers the requests that I get and all the DMs. So pay for them. You know what I mean? And get assistants, get secretaries, whatever you want to call them. But get people to help you to establish a health lifestyle, so you don't get crazy about the amount of the tricks. You know what I mean? So that's one. And when it comes to private life, whenever I come home, my phone is off. I don't care if it's $100,000 that I'm missing the deal, or an ad that I miss $15,000, or a one shot us on Snapchat, which earns me $2,000 for 10-second video. I don't care. When I come home, inside these walls, the phone is off.
Yeah, and it's being an influencer, I know it's like being a small company. In the end, it's getting more and more people, assistants and everything around you. So you have to have like a plan if you're going to be bigger, because it's going to take your time, and everybody knows time is money. So yeah. You actually answered some of the questions that are in the next in line, but we can take them anyway. So I have my next question.
Questions for the people as well, right?
What?
We're gonna give the people a chance to answer the question, ask for questions later on, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do. I have 4 more questions for you, and then we're gonna open the chat for people to ask questions for you and for me if they want to. Let's see. So my next question is, can you share some strategies or techniques you use to engage and connect with your audience on social media platforms? And you basically already told us what you're doing, but do you want to add something to that, or?
No, how to connect. Be gentle. Be humble. Be available, even though you have assistants who take care of your DMs. But be yourself. We only live once. You don't have to be arrogant. You don't have to be cocky. You don't have to be, swimming on the clouds. Be down
humble,
to earth.
we should be humble.
Humble. We're all equal in front of God. You know what I mean? So just be yourself, and people's gonna love you. And the way I interact with my followers is I try answer as much as I can. I try to be available as much as I can. I go to a local cafeteria. I go to local restaurants. I go to play soccer with people here in Hargeisa. You know what I mean? So I try to be one of them, because that's how I was 15 years ago. Exactly. Before I was DJ Subeer, you know what I mean?
Exactly, and it's very important to remember, even if the fame come, that you also started somewhere, and that's very important. Yeah, as you say.
Exactly.
To my next question, how do you handle criticism or negative feedback from your followers or the general public, and what advice would you give influencers in dealing with online negativity?
To deal with nobody's perfect. We all do mistakes. We all humans. So the only way to handle, I don't know, because as I said, I don't read comments. I don't read comments on my social medias, because in good and bad, because if it's a bad comments, I might get and good feedbacks. But when it comes to criticism, I can't say I see criticism, because I don't read comments, and there's nobody on the streets coming up to me and say fuck off, so bad. You know what I mean? So that criticism genre, I'm blessed not having it, because I chose to not seeing it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So for example, that's so because most of the people that criticize is online,
behind the screen hiding.
And you know what I call them? Keyboard gangsters. Because when I see them on the streets, like, yo, DJ Subeer, let us have a picture, blah blah blah, give me 2 tickets for your next show, or whatever it is. But behind the keyboards, they're keyboard gangsters, and I can't deal with keyboard gangsters. I'm sorry. That's why I chose not to read comments or YouTube guy who want to have likes and comments about DJ Subeer, so he can get some views on his channel. And I think that's what most of the famous people worldwide do. I guess that's how you do, and the rest of us here inside. So so it's an active choice that I don't see criticism, and I can't answer them, because it would be better if people come up to me on face to face and say, Subeer, I don't like what you did yesterday, or whatever it is, because then I can answer. Then I have a fair chance to answer myself why I did the way I did. But if there's a trolls on internet, come on, there's a reason why they are trolls.
Yeah, so you should not throw wood into the fire just to give them more fuel to do negative things towards you also. That's good. So my next question is, what are the current trends or emerging opportunities in the influence industry that aspiring influencers should be aware of? Is there something that you could share with us?
Online business.
Online
businesses. Yeah, that's what is trending right now. And I know there's a lot of people who's watching us live right now, or watching the video or the chat later on, but I will say online business, and get into the community and join us on Influencio, because Influencio is a platform that where if you're famous, or if you're not famous, if you got 1 million followers, if you got 10,000 followers, where brands can come to you, where you can have help and support from other influencers, people with thousands, hundreds, millions of followers that will support you. And we try to do a good thing for the massive people instead of the few ones. So join us. That's one thing. And the second thing is online businesses. Online business is the one who's gonna take off if it's already not done it. That's the loop. That's the loop right now.
So is this the Influencio thing? What we're talking about is like micro promoting to help each other in the same boat. What you mean?
Exactly. We a bunch of people, Influencio, as everybody knows here, and the ones who's brand new, that's gonna watch this chat later on or live right now, is Google Influencio and join us on Instagram, join us on all the social platforms. There's influencers around the world with different backgrounds, successful people who made it out there, who owns a lot of money. So join Influencio and get the right tools to become the next influencer, to become the next Irvin or Daniel or Firdaus, all the way from Indonesia, or you know what I mean. So join us. We support each other, as I always say. Support your own. That's really good. If you all can join us. If not, be amongst the other ones then. Be average.
So
I just play with you.
So Subeer, what are some ethical considerations that influencers should keep in mind when they are partnering with brands or promoting products?
Truth.
Is there what?
Truth. You can't lie.
Truth.
You gotta
can't lie.
Yeah, truth. You can't lie. If brands, like, let me tell you one thing with working with working or collaborating with companies. I've been working with, you name it, from American Express to the Habshil, just to name two big from different sides of the world. Every brand that reaches out to us as influencers see the numbers first. That's the reason why they contact you, reach to you. So your numbers gotta be real numbers. Stop buying fake, what is that called? Fake numbers from China. Sorry to say it, but stop buying, because the company will see that through your numbers, if that makes sense. So get a small circle of followers or huge scale of numbers. No matter if it's small or big, the companies are interested of your reach, your interactions, and your followers. So number one rule that I always tell on social media when it comes to working with companies is stay truth, don't lie. Second, get your numbers right. Get your numbers right. No fake numbers, no fake followers, real numbers. If they're 5,000 followers or 500,000 followers, it doesn't matter. The company wants the real numbers. And the third one is know your worth. Don't sell yourself for cheap or less money than you actually earn. And how do you know that? Your numbers. Your numbers will tell you how much you can ask for, how much you can. As I said, I never lied about my social media numbers. Snapchat, if you ask me to post one thing on Snapchat, 10 seconds is $2,000. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But one thing I know is like that picture will reach 130,000 a day. Numbers never lies. So the amount of money that you can ask for the collaboration or the company that you're working with depends on your numbers. So make sure you have your numbers right. Make sure your numbers is not fake. Make sure you are true. Make sure you are loyal to this company that you signed to or this company that you're working with. Because one thing about the companies that choose to work with Subeer is they know I go all in. You know what I mean? They know there's no second chance. I go all in to make sure that brand goes as or reach the most reach ever. So that's my message. That's my answer to your question. Stay loyal and stay true.
For the ethical part, I mean, for myself, I had some questions from companies like, example, tobacco companies asking me to do magic tricks for them, and my ethical part in that is that I don't want to promote something that damage or hurt people. Is that something you can recommend for influencers to think about? Like,
depending on where you stand on ethical. For example, I'm a Muslim. I can't do collaboration with Heineken, even though they asked me. I think it was 2002, 2003, back in Sweden. I can do it. Göteborgs Rapé, which everybody in Sweden knows what it is. I can do it because that's against my religion to promote alcohol or tobacco. So the answer to that question is depending on your beliefs or your ethnical belief. But besides that, as long as it brings money, we love money.
But with money comes also responsibility.
If the amount of if the amount of the check is right, though.
Yeah, can be. So as an influencer, what advice would you give to aspiring individuals who dream of making it big in your industry?
In my industry?
In your industry, yeah. So if we have people here who want to be in real estate or want to be doing clothings or musicians, what do you have as advice?
Oof. I would say me myself, I'm already copyrighted, so don't copy. I'm already copyrighted, so don't copy, which means the people who's watching us right now or watching this video later on, all of us are unique. All of us is born as a winner. All of us are unique in our way. You know what I mean? There's only one Irvin. There's only one Daniel. There's only one Ahmed from Turkey here, or Sheriff from Philippines. You know what I mean? So there's only one of us out there. So stay unique. Don't copy other ones. But if you're gonna copy, do it better. So if you're gonna be a DJ, be better than me. If you're gonna be in a real estate or magician, be better than Irvin. But don't just copy and paste. Because as I said, I'm already copyrighted. There's only one Subeer. So stop copying. Be you, do you, focus on you, get help, get support, love your brothers and sisters who've been in the game before you, get the right support, right tools, and you will succeed. You can't fail. If you're unique, you can. That's what I believe. If you are unique, you're in your own lane, you're focused and dedicated, you can't fail. There's only one you. There's no one else. All the people that's watching us right now or later on, all of you guys are unique in your own way. Stay on your own lane. Nobody can copy you. You're already copywritten. There's only one of you out there. Stay there, stay positive, do your thing, focus on your shit. Don't copy. And if you're gonna copy, do it better. And this quote that I've been saying right now is not from me. It's from JC. And what is he worth? 1 billion right now.